this?
This is cute. Nice and tasteful.
I done wore this 1,000,000 times.
I know, I'm the one gave it to you.
Hush up, girl.
What are you doing?
Vine a ayudar.
What? Who was that?
Regamos.
Hey, still looking?
Yeah.
Where have you looked?
Where have I looked?
Yeah.
Every freaking where is where I looked, and I'm still looking.
When you say everywhere, what does that mean,
You
everywhere?
don't understand what the word everywhere means?
Well, maybe you need to find some other place to look.
What'd he
besides
say?
everywhere coming
He got
in.
on that phone before I could say anything.
I think I need to call you back.
Good morning, Vincent.
Good morning. So what do I owe the honor?
Well,
That new boy just walked in on us while we were mixing.
Okay.
Okay. Nobody's got any business being back there other than Vanessa and Clora. It's always been like that. Matter of fact, since we've been here, nobody's ever even been hired to work in the back without Vanessa and Clora having a say.
Oh, there was no disrespect intended. Things have been so hectic around here, well, I've been meaning to have a conversation between us. Please, have a seat, please. Thank you. Now let me begin by offering an apology. As you know, my dad was a man of his word. And since he gave you his word on that, I can only honor it. He was also a man not too keen on change. Now, that being said, I think he'd be supportive of the opportunities that are coming the family's way. And since the twos of you are like family, I think it's only right and fair that you hear it first. The short of it is, there's this group of investors from back east. They own some pizza parlors, and what they're looking to do is establish a presence here in this area. They really like our menu here at Regamos, and would consider using it as a model if the plan goes through. This is Vincent.
So you look
Yeah.
everywhere. I mean, like everywhere, everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I've just about run out of places to look.
So what does that mean? You two looking?
Yeah, right now I'm sitting here taking a break with Clora and Vanessa.
Who and who?
Clora and Vanessa, you moron. How could you not remember them? They've been with the restaurant nearly from day one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm at a total loss here.
Are you blind?
Hey, Mr. Know-It-All, if you were sitting here in my shoes right now, where would you look?
I get off this phone and look those two women there in the eyes is where I look.
Call you back.
what is it, Vincent?
The recipe.
The recipe?
Yeah, I'm looking all over for it when I could have just asked you to.
What recipe?
What do you mean?
What do I mean?
Yeah, what?
He doesn't know
No, what?
where the recipe is.
The recipe's where it's always been.
And that's where?
Nobody but me and Vanessa have ever known the ingredients, Vincent.
So my dad didn't even know the recipe?
Not even Big Vince.
Why all of a sudden this big interest in the recipe, Vincent? 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 Vincent?
Yeah. It's got to do with this group of business people I was telling you about from back east. Could we have a conversation here? Thank you. As I was saying, they're talking about opening a bunch of restaurants that would all be under the name Regamo's Pizzeria. But without the recipe, it's a pretty sure bet they won't have the same amount of interest. So let me cut to the chase and say this. If we, the three of us, can work something out, I will do right by you. You have my word on that. Thoughts? Vanessa?
You have any idea how many times I've heard customers tell your father how good his pizza was? Know how many times I've heard your father do right by us and tell customers it was Clora they should be praising? Not once. I'm just saying that it could happen where somewhere down the line there ends up being hundreds of these restaurants now named something like Mama Regamo's Pizza. I would at the least want everybody to know that it was my mama that started this deep dish pizza thing, not Vin Regamo's mama. I want our family to be like the Colonels with this recipe.
What?
Colonel Sanders, his recipe for Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh, Lord.
What I'm saying is, half the people who eat Kentucky Fried Chicken have no idea who Colonel Sanders is. But I bet you to this day he got family that wasn't even born yet, but can afford to buy all the chicken they want from any restaurant they want to eat in. And it's all because of his recipe. My point is, years down the line, our family should benefit off this recipe as much as anybody else's.
Is that how you feel, Chloe? I have to respect how you feel, but that shouldn't take away from the fact that my mom and dad poured their lives into this place.
Nobody's trying to do anything like that, Vincent. Your mother and father have always meant a lot to me. And your mother, especially, was as good a cook as they come. Matter of fact, when I got here, she was doing most of it. However, your father liked folk to believe they shared it. Did you know your mama was pregnant with you when I got started?
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. So I guess we could say you're the reason I got stuck here.
How are you going to blame that on me, Chloe? How are you going to blame that on me?
Well, when she left to have you, Big Vincent relied more and more on me. And it left nobody for him to fuss with.
Yeah, that was Mom and Pop. Always fussing, whether they were mad or not.
One time he made me so mad with that fussing, I just started fussing back.
I bet that surprised him.
What surprised him was when I walked out that door and didn't come back. Well, not before he came to my house and apologized. I made him stand on the porch and talk through the screen door. Oh, he didn't like that at all. But he was determined not to leave without me. And I found out between the little time I started cooking down here, he had been getting good comments about the pizza crust. And then I thought he had been doing all that fussing about the pizza crust is too thick, it's too deep, it didn't taste just right. So, anyway, I finally let him come inside. But not before he came to understand that he just can't talk to me any kind of way. So we talked a little bit, and he finally got around to asking, in a half-joking way, what the secret ingredient to my crust was. And I half-joked right back. I said if I told you, it wouldn't be a secret. Next thing I know, he all irritated, like I was really trying to keep something from him. So now I'm thinking, I'll show him how to keep a secret all right. Of course, before then, I didn't even know I had a secret. I can smell that mess a mile away. Might as well finish it as much as you paid for it. How much them things cost nowadays? Nearly $1?
Mama! Can't even boil water, now he an expert on restaurants. I trust him as far as I can throw him. I'll do right by you all. Can you believe him?
You the one I can't believe. And they're mixing all your black history lessons with a recipe for fried chicken.
Go ahead and laugh. Years from now, kids in our family probably won't even know who the old lady in the big old dusty picture on the wall is.
What?
That's what I'm gonna do. Hang up one of them big pictures that people have of relatives from so long ago that they forgot they ever really lived. And down where your name should be, I'm gonna put the deep dish pizza queen.
You go ahead and do that. But in the meantime, we need to finish up.
Do you hear that? How crazy is that? A Mexican cooking in the kitchen of an Italian restaurant.
No crazier than 2 black women making pizzas for it.
Something's not right with this batch. Because it's been disturbed by that boy coming in here.
If anything, you the one that's disturbed.